Chapter 1 Transported away. How? Muttered a girl with blonde hair and green eyes as she looked at her surrounding. The girl was wearing some sort of sleeveless white dress with blue stripes. She has the look of a beautiful woman that was about to attend a party or some sort if not for her chest armor and hip guard. She was also wearing a metal gauntlet and there is a sword that was sheathed in a blue and golden scabbard strapped on her left waist. Her boots were also made of metal, guarding her legs. To say that the girl was bewildered by the sudden change of her location was an understatement. She was surrounded by trees and bushes while looking around in confusion. How did this happen? Muttered the girl as she looked at the trees in her surrounding. Something like being surrounded by trees was normal for some people, but for the girl, it was a surprise. I was attending a cosplay event, so how did I end up in this place? The girl muttered as she looked around again. Her gaze was stopped when she saw her sword that was strapped on her left waist. She somehow has some impulse to pull the sword and swing it. It's a strange feeling. She was a cosplayer that was attending an event that was hosted in her small city in Britain. She was cosplaying as her favorite character, the naive soon-to-be king of knights, the princess knight, Saber Lily, or better known as Artoria Lily. She took the sword alongside its red scabbard with a blue and golden color that decorated the scabbard and raised it in front of her face. She was looking at it in awe, mixed with confusion. I've never made this scabbard. It looks like Caliban's scabbard. How did it end on my waist when I just made Caliban for my cosplay? Suddenly, there is a howl of an animal from afar that startled the girl. She was still in a state of confusion, but that didn't last long as her eyes turned sharp and she strapped back the scabbard on her left waist. The girl pulled the sword with a skilled movement in normal people's eyes. When the girl was getting ready for anything that comes, she suddenly realized something. Why did I act like this? Shouldn't I run away if there are dangerous animals around here? The girl herself didn't realize it. The sword that she held with both of her hands has started shining with golden light and turned its metal silver blade into a golden hue. The girl held the sword, Caliban, with a serious expression as she felt something run towards her at a fast speed. Her body moved by itself and took a battle stance as she herself was still confused by the sudden turn of the situation. Not long after she took the battle stance, a strange black and brown wolf creature with a horn on its snout was appearing from behind the bush. The girl suddenly knows that the creature that she thought as an animal was not an animal that she knew. She gripped her swords tighter, causing golden light to flare up from the blade and engulf her body. The girl was surprised by the sudden golden light that surrounded her body, but she felt stronger when the light shrouded her body. She strangely didn't feel any fear towards the animal, or creature in front of her. Although she didn't fear the creature, she didn't make a single movement and eyed the creature. She knew that she shouldn't be reckless when dealing with an unknown creature. In this case, it was the strange wolf in front of her. The girl stepped back silently as she pointed the tip of her sword towards the creature. The creature realized that the girl or its prey was trying to run away. It leaped towards the girl and bared its fang, trying to bite the girl and kill her in one movement. Unfortunately for the creature, it didn't know what the girl can do. With a skilled movement that even made the girl surprised, she swung her sword and beheaded the creature without spilling any blood on her dress. The girl sheathed her sword after swinging it to clean the blood that stained her blade and turned back to look at the creature that she had just beheaded. She didn't feel any disgust, only a feeling of pity towards the creature. The girl looked around the area again, and thought that she couldn't stay in the place any longer. She began to move to the south, hoping that there will be a civilization in that place. She was walking while thinking about what happened earlier. Why did her body move by itself? How did the sword that she used as a cosplay property turn into a real sword with some kind of strange power that could make her body stronger? She has so many questions that she has no answer. But she had understood one thing. That this world, or at least this area, is different from hers. Was she spirited away? Or was the prankster's vampire that exists in her favorite work also exist in her world? She has no answer to her question. She was a bit afraid, but she was also excited. The girl had changed without even her realizing it. She felt no remorse, she only held pity towards the animal that she killed. If she changed, then the sword on her left waist must be the real Caliban. The sword that chooses the King of Britain. The fact that she has it with her right now really reassured her. With a strong weapon on hand, she didn't need to worry about any animals that wanted to mess with her. The girl kept walking until finally, she saw some kind of man-made wall from the distance that looked like circling a landscape like a town. She was happy to see a man-made building. That proved that at least in the area she was in, there is a human settlement and it has some technology to ease the living. But something concerned the girl. The man-made building that she saw was made of stone or wood. That means, wherever she is, she was in some trouble. She was transported to another world or timeline, that's what she believed. Full with hope to find a human, the girl walked towards the town while praying that everything would go just fine. Creator's thoughts. Please support me by subscribing and like this fanfiction to your collection. Thank you. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bye bye.